And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring Michelle Doeffinger. Now, Michelle, I met you 5 years ago, and we're in a group. It's a very special women's group that we absolutely love because we've all just come back from a vacation together in Turks and Caicos. Now, Michelle, you are our social media lady, and you give us loads of advice, tips and tricks, and it is so helpful because you've helped me a lot, because sometimes I'm just going, what do I do with this, and where's that, and what do I do now, and you're there for us. However, tell everybody now the what you do, but the importance of social media. Go for it. Tell us about you.
Well, thank you so much, Claudia. I appreciate you and love our WIN group. And yeah, marketing ourselves, there's a lot of different streams of marketing, ways to do that. And it's important and it's actually critical. And so social media is a huge part of that. It's one of the many pieces that accumulate together to your brand. And so you need to be active and consistent, and you need to be doing videos. And I'm always saying that. But, I help people, I help business owners anywhere. I'm remote, so I can help people anywhere. And, sometimes it's full management where I help you, manage your content, disseminate all that information and monitor those notifications and do some organic strategies to help you grow on a platform. I help with any platform. And also I do paid advertising if you do want to do paid Facebook ads, Instagram ads, etc. But I do enjoy the consulting side as well, because sometimes people just want a little bit of empowerment so that they can be doing things on their own. And so I like to be able to have a wide variety or a wide range of services so that no matter where someone's coming from, I might be able to help them. And so, yeah, I enjoy that.
So I'm going to ask you a question because I know this just suddenly came into me. Because I know some people get into Facebook jail. What is that about? And can you help somebody get out of Facebook jail? What's that about?
That looks different for, number one is spam. There's so much spam in email, in text, in messaging, on your Facebook profile, on your business page. And messages that are spam, and they look like, and they say they're from Meta, but they're not. And so 100% always expect it to be spam and don't click on anything. Sometimes people will send me things. Is this spam? And I'll look at it. Yes, it's pretty much spam, because recently someone sent an email and it had a Gmail address, and Facebook is not on Gmail. So anyway, there's a lot of times people get sucked in, they react, it's fear, and they react instead of respond. And so they could get themselves hacked, right? Then there's people that do break the rules, and they do get flagged or warned from legitimate Facebook for breaking the rules. And that could be for many different reasons, or, of why that happened. Sometimes people get their accounts taken down or taken away by hacking. I can help people. I have done that. Because I help manage a lot of different Facebook pages. When I reach out to, and it's hard to find, where do you go for help and how can you get help? They do give you places that you can go in the help section in your settings to report a problem. And I do recommend doing that. But Facebook is not notorious for responding in a timely manner. And so it's helpful to come from the business side where I'm helping them make money by managing these other businesses' platforms, And so I have gotten to a spot finally, right? It took some trial and error, where I have a pathway of communication that I'm able to help people if they've lost their page. And I'm helping several people right now. It's always worth a conversation if you know someone else who has some kind of issue with their Facebook page, and it could be a variety of issues, but I can do everything in my power to try to help you get your account back up and running, or just help you, navigate through that issue and through that process.
Okay, brilliant. I do have somebody in mind, actually. And so again, tell me, what are the sort of things that they would take you down for, that they would put you in jail for? What are things that people ought to not do?
if you're being a little spammy in the way that you put content out there, let's just say in Facebook groups, you might share content either from your page or natively directly to a group, but it's the same wording repetitively that looks spammy. Their bots will pick it up. They've got bots roaming the Facebook grounds. And if they detect it, even if it's not spam, if they detect it and think it is, they'll pause you basically, right? Until that can be challenged and that can be looked at and hopefully turned back around.
So are you saying that if somebody puts a post out all the time and just copies and pastes from their notes and puts that in, that they shouldn't be doing that?
No, you don't want to do too many. I mean, it's fine to do that somewhat, right? But you know, if you do it on a vast scale, then it's going to trigger the bots to detect you as spam.
Okay.
And that's just, you know, same thing with messaging. If you're putting a lot of those messages and links in the messaging, you know, they want you to communicate organically and authentically. And so, you know, it's good if you're thinking, if you have an event for that you're trying to promote, and you're sharing it in different places and with different people, share it over time, break it up, and change the wording each time so that it's not the exact same message. Because that particular kind of, you know, I've seen that flag Facebook saying you're sharing the same message, and they'll, however they word it, that's what their message is. You are sharing a repetitive message. It looks like spam, so we're putting you on pause, basically.
Okay, I better be careful then. I'm really glad we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
There you go. You see, you help me no matter what. There you go. So it's because they change things all the time as well.
Yes.
What advice have you got for people who want to do Facebook ads?
Do videos. Take time to learn the interface of Ad Manager or outsource it, because there's a lot of choices and options for targeting your demographic logistically, as well as who is that avatar client? What do they look like? What are their habits? What is their lifestyle? And so, you know, you can hone in on, you know, from their hobbies and career choices, from where they live to their income level, and some common things like they just bought a house, for example, you know, they just got married. There's so many different things that, if, you know, you can really target your and pinpoint the exact person that you're speaking to so that your ad is more successful.
Right. Okay. And then what do you think, because do you help people with their Google platforms as well?
I manage Google business pages and help with content there. A lot of people neglect that. You can put a lot of content. You could put events and promotions, photos, and Google loves that stuff. And so that helps your Google ranking organically when you do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a while when Google, I know they took down I couldn't get into my business page or something for a while. I've no idea what that was about, but I'm back into it. It's fine.
Okay, good.
So I'm playing again, and yeah, and it's quite interesting because people have found me with Google Ads, because
that's great. Yeah.
And I know you, like me, know one of the first things you ask is, how did you find me?
Mm-hmm,
You want to know, because what's working and what do we need to do more of? So yes. And so what's next for you, Michelle?
Well, currently I'm focusing on my YouTube channel, and you are wonderful at doing videos. Just want to give you that, because I've seen you're so consistent, and a lot of people aren't. And it's just something that for whatever reason, they're shy or don't have the time for the bandwidth and whatnot. And I'm pretty active generally everywhere, but I want to focus not as much on YouTube. And so I would really like to focus on that and be more purposeful. And I have a lot of ideas about teaching, about content, of what I want to share to help people learn and be empowered to do some things on their own. And yet it's also indirect marketing for myself, so that they might think, you know, if they want to hire someone, then maybe they'll think of me if they're regularly seeing my content.
Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully they will here as well, because you help people all over, don't you? It's not just because you've got triangle social media, but it could be the Bermuda Triangle.
Could be. Yes. And I've got my name tag as a triangle.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
But you could literally be anywhere, because of course it's the media, it's the World Wide Web, it's everywhere. So you don't just have to focus on people around our area. So anybody watching this and you want help, and Michelle, it really is an expert in this. And do you have other people helping you as well?
I do. I have a small team of people that help me with content, and it enables me to focus on the overview of everything, overseeing everything, communicating with my clients, and building those relationships, because that's the part I love. And so, it's good. It's over time you figure out how to navigate the growth, and so as you increase your team, then you can increase your clients, and so it's kind of organically feeds into each other. But yeah, I'm looking forward to another year of growth and developing and ideas and events. I love to do events, and I haven't done my big event, social media, a marketing expo, basically. It's been a few years since I've done it. So I'm looking at
that one.
Yeah. So I look forward to starting that one back again.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. And can I just ask, so because anybody watching this, they might wonder, well, I only want help with just a little bit, just a small project. Do you do that? Do you do small projects, or does it have somebody have to work with you for 6 months or a year, or how do you do that?
Well, it depends on exactly where they're coming from and where they need help. As far as social media management, if it's a recurring, ongoing, social media management package, then I ask for a 6-month commitment, but it takes time to build that growth and momentum. And we're in it for the longer term anyway. And we're having regular consults and communication, keeping track of what's working and whatnot, and navigating all the ideas and brainstorming and other things. But if somebody has a specific event, say, and they just want help with that, I can do a consulting, to help. I've also been invited to speak to, in particular, realtors. That's been a thing, but any particular industry where they want someone to come speak to their team, say, and give the team social media tips to help that brand grow, and everybody is working together to help boost that business forward, then I can come and do that as well.
Yeah.
So, different ideas, different ways.
Yeah. So basically, if somebody's, and they can always chat with you first, I take it.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
You either say yay or nay.
Yeah.
Now, I know you also have a Facebook group where you put in a lot of tips, and then you go on there a lot as well to encourage people and to invite them to ask those questions. So I suppose that's a useful thing. So we're going to put, you'll give me that Facebook group?
Yes, I'll share the link. I actually own a handful of groups. And, part of the strategy of doing business, networking, increasing your circle of people that you can help and be connected to. But yes, I'll share links to some of those as well.
Yeah. Okay, great, because that's always really helpful. So what is, out of interest, what is one of your favorite platforms? What do you like best to work with? I mean, there's so many.
So, I would say, I would rephrase that to be, where do you get the most engagement? And that would be Facebook. So because of that, I'm more active on Facebook because of the engagement there. But I also love Instagram. I work a lot with Instagram, and it's a great place for creating content. And I'm not as active on TikTok, but I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. They all have their space and their place for things, their demographics, their people group, and you might have a different mindset when you're sharing in each platform. But Facebook is the number one, and it really is the strongest platform for business owners overall. And so it makes sense that I do get the most engagement there. But I think that I have not taken full advantage of YouTube, like I mentioned before. And I recommend, if you have video content, that you are on YouTube, and you can optimize that and grow it. And it could be one of your places that you build your brand.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. This will go out on YouTube.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then you can copy and put that in your YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that sort of thing, isn't it? So if you do a video with somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
then you can take the link and put it into yours as well. And then you have a playlist.
Yep.
So but oh my goodness, yeah,
it's
it's
a lot of things.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why you do it for people.
Yeah. So I have to keep up with things. There's, I learn from others as well. I listen to experts and podcasts and try to the updates and keep up with that so that then I can share those with my clients or if I'm sharing tips or whatnot, which is part of the strategy for myself and not just being up on that, but then sharing those things regular so that people can get the updates because they don't always have a direct source locally where they get consistent up-to-date updates. If you Google whatever, something about Facebook, you might get something from 2 years or even 6 months ago, and it may not be the right update that you need. It's always changing. So we've got to stay on top of it.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I'm really pleased you're in our group.
Yes.
because it's true. I mean, it's like suddenly you're going, well, hang on a minute. I was just doing this last week and now what's happened? And where's that gone? And then sometimes because I mean, for years I was getting so frustrated with everything. So I was just like, well, I don't know. And I just sort of like fling it to the side and get really fed up. And in fact, I don't mind saying that is something that I have done with the Facebook ads. Because it's I find it very frustrating doing those, and you put all the algorithms in or whatever it is, trying to build your avatar, and then I press something, the whole lot deleted.
Oh, something happened. I don't know what. Yeah.
No, but then I did it again, and it did it again, and I just thought, I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah, it depends on what level you're working at, the campaign level, the ad set, the actual ad, and then all the details. It can be confusing. It's helpful to have, either some guidance, either outsource it or just get some social media coaching where somebody can help you with that. And there's a lot of people like myself who do similar things, but I do feel like I'm a particular niche myself because my clients are all different industries, but depending on where someone is, what they need help with, their thoughts and their ideas, that I feel like I can help them.
Excellent. Okay, so you do Facebook book. Yeah, I may invite you to one of somebody I know who might well invite you on to give us a tutorial because it's a minefield.
Yes,
saying
it is.
And it is confusing, and I wish I had you in my pocket. There you go. Bring you out. Go help me.
Well, I can be in your pocket. I do have a social media coaching club. That's a private Facebook group for people who have more access to me, and I share purposeful, tutorials in there. So that's a thing, and I can share the link with you as well.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So, well, there you go, everybody. We've given you how to get in contact with Michelle. She's there to help us all, and that will all help us build our businesses and get us out to the people that need us. Because literally sometimes people don't know that you even exist and that you could help them. They sometimes think that they're just got to sit in there, whatever it is, and not be helped. So whatever that business may be. So I love that. So thank you, Michelle. Thank you for coming on here.
Thank you, Claudia.
Everybody. My pleasure. My pleasure. So goodbye, everybody. It's goodbye from me, Claudia Rickard, and it's goodbye from
Michelle with Triangle Social Media. Have a great day. Thank you, Claudia.
No worries.